Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between shallow and deep copy in Python. So if you are a beginner who is just starting out and building new projects, then this video is for you because most of the time you are going to make a copy of your object and without realizing that how you're copying certain thing, you will not realize that you have introduced certain kind of bugs in your code. So let's see what exactly is the difference between deep and shallow copy in Python. So as you can see on my screen, I have this particular code here. Let me uncomment this particular code. So here we have a list A, and here we have created an alias of B. So this is basically like simple creation of aliases. This means that if you are changing certain things in B, it will also reflect in A. Okay, so this is not exactly a copy, but it is just an alias creation. So if you try to print this particular code, run this code, you will see that whatever changes you are making to B, it is being reflected in A as well. Okay, now let's create a shallow copy of this particular list. So let's take another example and let's create a copy. So here I have another code. So here, as you can see, I have created a list A, and we also have certain a nested list here. So this I have kept just for the explanation purpose. Just stay with me. Now here I have created a copy of list A. So this is not an alias creation. This is actually a copy of A, but it is not it is not exact copy. It is like only the outer structure of this particular list A is being copied here. So you will notice the difference here. Let me show you after running this code. So see, here we have A equal to print A, print B. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And print B equal to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Now what I am doing, I am removing 1 from B. That means I have B as the same thing. So B, if I am removing 1, then when I am printing this A and B, what I am getting? I am getting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Same as the previous one, but here the B has changed. Now let's see what happens when we try to make changes to the nested list within that particular list. So whenever we are trying to make changes to the nested list, here I have assigned 6 at this position. Okay, what I am getting here, instead of 2, I have made changes to 6. Okay, so I have replaced it with 6. So here I am getting 6. But the same change is being reflected in A as well. So as you can notice here, once I am printing print A, print B, I am getting here 1, 2, 3, 1, 6. So this means only the outer structure is being copied. It's not like whenever you are copying in this manner, you are not copying the each and every other element. So you're not going after each element within that particular structure. So you are simply copying the outer structure. You are not copying the internal structure. You are not going through each of the elements iteratively and you are copying them. So that's not happening here. So we are simply copying the outer structure. So just keep this thing in mind, that whenever you have a list and you are trying to make copy of that, just keep in mind that if it is a nested list, so like if there are lists within that particular list, then any changes reflected within the new list, the copy list that we have created, will also reflect within the previous one. So you will introduce some bugs in your code if you copy in this fashion. So try to keep this in mind in case you want to create a completely different copy. What you are going to do, you are going to simply import this particular library. Let me first comment this whole code. And let me uncomment this entire code. So see, here I have imported this particular module, Python copy module, and copy module allows you to do both deep and shallow copy. So here you can use simply copy.copy for shallow, but here I have used copy.deep copy. So this means it is going to go through each and every other element of this particular list A and going to create separate copy of that list. So B will be entirely different from A. It won't have any common references to A. So this means whenever you are making changes to any of this list, none of these things will be reflected within that particular new list. So let me run this code and show you. So here I have print A, print B. As you can see, both the lists have been copied. Now I have removed one from B, but see 2 3, but the list A is still the same. So as you can see here, it is still the same, right? So list A is same and B has changed here. Now what I am doing, I am going to make changes to the internal structure here within the nested loop, within the nested list. And as you can see, we have 1 2 3 1 2, which is same as the previous one. So A is not changing, but B has changed again. So this means in the previous code we saw that changing B, whenever you are changing the internal structure of B, it is also being reflected within the previous list. This means whenever you are working with the nested list and you are trying to make copy, you have to use deep copy if you want to properly copy that particular object. So this is the concept of deep and shallow copy. You can import copy module and you can use both shallow and deep copy using copy.copy or copy.deep copy. So this is how deep copy and copy works, shallow copy works. So I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so that I can post more informative videos.